Flashback.
As you know, 12 days ago, I had dinner with President Trump, a dinner that was set up by my friend Kid Rock, because we share a belief that there's got to be something better than hurling insults from 3,000 miles away.
A few moments later.
So we're going to have to change how we do business in California. We're going to have to address people's legitimate concerns about crime. I was in South San Francisco 2 years ago after I had an experience in the city that all too many people had when my luggage was stolen out of my car. They tell you don't ever leave your luggage in the car. I never do until the one time I did. And of course, it got stolen. And what was most memorable about the experience for me is I went to this Target in South San Francisco, 10 o'clock at night, and I'm getting the toiletries I'm going to need for my next 2 days in the city. I get to the cashier.
You went there by yourself, not an assistant?
I think I went there, well, yes, I had somebody drop me off at the store. And so...
I don't mean to make that an issue. Actually, I waited somewhere I should not have waited into it.
Okay. First of all, I had to get the clerk, which is hard to find, to unlock the shampoo or the whatever. So that's one thing. And then I get to the cashier. The cashier asked me if I want one of those Target bags with a little bullseye on it. And I said, yes, that Target bag is going to be my luggage for the next 2 days. And she asked me what happened, and I told her, and she basically said, in not so many words, yeah, Democrats are assholes. And I thought, you know, if the cashier in South San Francisco at 10 o'clock at night believes that Democrats are assholes because the shampoo is locked up and my stuff got stolen out of the trunk, we've got a major problem that we have to address. And I think
that's an awesome story.
Meanwhile.
Good morning. You know, there's something that's been weighing on my mind concerning this dinner with Bill Maher and President Trump, myself and Dana White. It's bothering the hell out of me, but it's really no shocker. You know, I've always tried to be reasonable and get my news from different sources, not just Fox, although I love Fox News. You know, I've TiVo'd the ABC and NBC World News Tonight. I watch a lot of the Sunday news programs. But I mean, what the fuck? This dinner, you know, I stuck my neck out to make this dinner happen. You know, there was a chance it could go really bad. And I might lose the president's trust, you know, over lining this thing up. Thank God it turned out so good. I think it's, like most people, it's such a positive thing for this country and a message of, you know, having some civility between reasonable people who disagree. That was proven. But what the fuck? The mainstream media, MSM, I've seen zero on NBC, ABC, CBS. I don't think I've seen anything on CNN. You know, I saw something that the Washington Post is trying to, of course, change the narrative that, you know, that it was a bad thing or that Bill Maher got played or something. I mean, what the fuck? This is something, no matter what your politics are, it should be a positive thing for our country. And I could care less about the accolades. They don't have to mention my name. I could give a shit. But there's no doubt that this is something positive for our country. And none of these motherfuckers can say anything about it. That tells you everything you need to know about these people. They're fucking retarded. I mean, I'm done with them. I'm not in this cancel culture, boycott bullshit. You do what you want, but until there's some changes at these places at the highest levels, people who run these news organizations, and fuck you anchors too, who report this news, because you're nothing but fucking puppets. You sit there and read off your prompter or call yourself a journalistic reporter, this, that, and the other. You have no fucking backbone. You know Most of you know this is a positive thing that really helps our country out, but I guess it paints President Trump in some sort of good light. So you're like, no, we're not going to report on it. And I mean, that goes, I haven't even seen anything on the local news here in Nashville where I live. And I can only assume that comes from the top. So fuck you motherfuckers sitting up in your high offices making these fucking decisions that do nothing but hurt and divide our country. In my book, you motherfuckers are public enemy number one. God. So there. I got it off my chest. And I think I'm 1,000% right on this. So, mainstream media, I'm going to refer back to a very old song of mine, Devil Without a Cause. When I say, fuck all you hoes. Have a great day.
Break comes